Hey everybody, Adam Hansen here, and I'm excited to announce that this year we're going to be presenting our course entitled Smells and Bells Rooftop Units down at FDIC 2020. When newly minted firefighters complete their formal training, whether it be i.e. a fire academy, a school, or simply a course, when they're done with this training, they come out and they're ready to fight fire. And what I mean by this is, for the past few months, they've had pounded into them day in and day out search techniques, stretching, advancing, ventilation, forcible entry, you name it, all of the basic components that we know make up a good fundamental 101 entry-level firefighter. But what about the other calls, the other majority of the stuff that we do? And that is the investigation mode type stuff. When you pull up and there's nothing showing, we have to go in and find out what activated the 911 system in the first place. Fire academies, schools, courses, no fault of their own, they just simply don't have enough time to include the nuances of teaching boilers, hot water heaters, electrical emergencies, water emergencies. There just simply isn't enough time in the day to include that in the curriculum. So when you have a new firefighter jumping on an apparatus for the first time, responding to a possible structure fire, they're all geared up, they're ready to go. We've all been there, we've all had that first call, and they roll up and they hear their company officer report from the front seat, nothing visible from the exterior. That new firefighter very well might get off the apparatus and say to themselves, what am I supposed to do now? I wasn't taught what to do now. So many times we enter the front door of these commercial type occupancies and we're greeted with a heavy odor of something burning and possibly a light to medium haze of smoke. At this point of the incident command is typically going to send a company to go check the roof, and what they're mainly checking is the HVAC equipment on these roofs. Rooftop units over time have proven to be the culprit of many of these smells and bells and investigation mode type calls that we respond to and that activates the 911 system. And to no fault of our own, firefighters aren't always the best at investigating rooftop units. Many feel that simply opening up the unit, finding where the rubber belt is, and as long as that belt's on the pulley system, they feel that this RTU has checked out and it's okay. They'll close it up, radio down to IC, and say, hey, everything checks out on this unit, go on to the next unit, or get off the roof and complete their investigation. That simply isn't true. And the bad part about that is there could be an actual emergency within that rooftop unit, which we could be presenting the people that are inside that we're sworn to protect in an IDLH environment. And that's the last thing we want to do. When we take our oaths, we want to protect these people. We don't want to leave them in a dangerous situation. So in this course, Smells and Bells Rooftop Units, we're going to go over the different types of HVAC systems that are out there. We're going to go over the major components that lie within rooftop units themselves, and we're going to touch upon how to identify them and to know which parts are going to cause which type of emergencies. We're going to go over what actually activates the 911 system within rooftop units, and as a whole, we're going to learn how to bring these calls involving rooftop units under control in a safe and timely manner. Again, my name's Adam Hansen, and I'm really looking forward to seeing you down at FDIC 2020. We'll see you there.